Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is good. And today we are going to actually talk about one of the news which is, of course, very important from the examination perspective, but in general, it is also very important to know what has happened recently, right? Now, MG Nirega, or when I talk about Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, this is a supporting system to many, right? This is a kind of help which has been provided to many, and that too specifically in the rural areas, that too specifically to those who are actually unemployed, who are staying unemployed for a number of times, right? You just consider this kind of initiative which is actually working on a ground level. Now, this is not something which I am saying. I'll be talking about it on the basis of data only. I've taken every data from the accurate sources only. I've compiled newspaper cuttings. I've taken data from PIB sources as well, right? So when I talk about Narega, it was actually working on ground. Although there were number of challenges, of course there were number of problems associated with it, but now like government was also coming up with the solutions of that, right? So actually it was working. Actually it was a news. It was actually one of the schemes which was helping people, right? Which was helping people in terms of livelihood, in terms of survival, in terms of sustainable, in terms of from the perspective of survival only. So it was actually working on ground. But now it is in news. It is actually in chaos. It is actually in news because now it has been replaced. What we are having now, that is VBG Ramji bill, has been introduced in 2025, which was actually going to replace this MG Narega. Of course, this old MG Narega, which was actually helping people uh, for their livelihood, for making their livelihood better, for having at least something, for bringing them employment opportunities. So we'll be decoding in this particular video everything associated with VBG Ramji bill, and something like I'll be talking about data associated with the MG Nirega as well, right? Because we actually want to know that why there was a need of replacing it, right? Was it not accurately working, or what is the data, like what exactly data is saying, right? Because on the basis of that only, of course, we'll be able to decode it. So we भी जी राम जी को हम जो बिल अभी इंट्रोड्यूस करा है जो किसको रिप्लेस कर देगा, we'll be talking about that, and we'll be talking about data associated with the MG Narega as well, right? So again, if you're the one who's preparing for comparative examination, so उनके लिए भी बहुत ज़्यादा important है, but उससे ज़्यादा important है in general to know about it, right? Okay, for all of the new joinees here, this is the link of my Telegram channel, which is Economy with Payal, so everyone can join it. Here I keep on posting articles, and I keep on telling you about the we keep on discussing about the video updates and classes updates as well. So if you want, you can join it, of course, right? Okay, so we'll be firstly talking about the MG Nirega one, right? Which is act like which used to act as something, which used to act as a major pillar for the rural livelihood, for their survival, for giving them help. It's a kind of supporting scheme only, right? It used to act as a supporting scheme only. So you just consider it as supporting scheme for many, right? For many, and that too specifically in the rural areas, and that too specifically in the rural area. So it was acting like that, right? Now, I'll be talking about numbers again. I told you I'll be entirely talking about numbers because even we want to know that what, like, was it having, like, this scheme was having any loophole kya? जिसके कारण it has been changed. So what is the reason of getting changed, and what is the reason that now we are having VBG Ramji initiative, and in what aspects, of course, MJ Nirega was not working. Now remember that this is the data which was recently released, as in this is of this year only. It was mentioned in PIB, so I was trying to decode it, and of course I've mentioned every data related to it. Now you just go through each and every number here, right? This year only, allocation of budget has been increased for MG Nirega. This was increased to what? That is 86,000 of crore were allocated to MG Nirega in 25-26. This is the highest since the scheme's inception. It means actually it was working. If if government is doing high allocation, it means it was actually working. It was get better, it was actually giving benefits in a better way to people as well. It was actually working, then only is the reason that there is a need of higher allocation to this particular scheme. तो अगर एलोकेशन हाई हुई है, मतलब यहाँ पे जो काम है वो भी कहीं ना कहीं ज्यादा हुआ होगा, है ना? क्योंकि अभी तो हम किस टाइम पे रह रहे हैं, हम डिजिटलाइजेशन के टाइम पे रह रहे हैं. हम प्रॉपरली चीजों को डिकोड कर सकते हैं, हम प्रॉपरली चीजों को कैच कर सकते हैं दैट व्हाट थिंग इज एक्चुअली वर्किंग. If in case there is any loophole, for say we are having capacity of recovering that as well, right? So this is actually high in nature. We are actually able to decode, we are actually able to find out the loophole, and we are actually able to give solutions of that as well. This is today's time, this is today's India, right? So matlab, after doing everything, government has allocated this money, which is 86,000 crores. And along with that, it also says that the current year financial year, जो हमारा 25-26 है, an amount of 45,783 crore has been released under this particular scheme, and 290.60 crore persons days have been generated in 24-25. Now, this is one of the initiative which leads to women empowerment also. It increases women participation as well. So with 440.7 lakh women participation in the scheme, participation of women has been reached to what, that is 58.15 percentage by the financial year 24-25. It clearly means that women is also participating. It clearly means that women participation is getting increased here. And if it is getting increased, of course it leads to women empowerment also. मतलब हर एक जो individual है यहाँ पे contribute कर रहा है. Now this is basic introduction of it. When I talk about the MG Narega, you people clearly know about it. This is a kind of flagship program which was taken to give employment opportunities to people, है ना? To give employment opportunities of the people, and if people are actually not able to find opportunities, of course they were given with the funding as well, right? So this is what is like, when I talk about the funding, even if I talk about the guaranteed wage employment, तो इससे क्या इंश्योर होता है, कहीं ना कहीं हम लोगों की सिक्योरिटी के लिए भी इंश्योरिटी देते हैं. मतलब अगर लोग रेडी है, if people are actually seeking work, right, the government said, if people are actually seeking work, and I'm just talking about that government, okay, when it was actually implemented, if people are actually seeking work, it becomes the responsibility of the government to give them work, okay? And if we fail to give them work, of course we need to compensate for that. This was the entire agenda at that particular period of time. And of course, this is one of the examples which was mentioned there. They clearly mentioned before the commencement of the work and after the commencement of the construction as well. This is what is MG Narega. This was actually possible just because of MG Narega only. This is not what I am saying. This is entirely PIB saying, right? Okay, so this clearly says that during 2020, farmer faced number of challenges in carrying out agricultural activities due to lack of irrigation, which significantly affected the crop yields. Responding to the needs of the local community, a distributor canal was constructed under MG Narega scheme. It means कि यहाँ पे हमने कनेक्टिविटी भी प्रोवाइड करी, है ना? MG Narega के कारण क्या हुआ, कनेक्टिविटी भी प्रोवाइड हुई, and this is after work, right? After the completion of the construction, this was a kind of connectivity which was provided to them. And PIB clearly say that with the focus on social inclusion, the scheme actively supports SCs, STs, women-headed households, and other vulnerable groups as well, right? So it means it is actually helping people. According to this, it actually means it is actually helping people as well. Along with that, they say that MG Narega is specifically becoming better, right? Better in a way, its focus is just not on employment only, but it is actually laying the foundation for the greener and more resilient rural India as well. This is what has been mentioned, has been clearly mentioned here, right? It means कहीं ना कहीं जो है ये हेल्प प्रोवाइड कर रहा था. इस साल अगर मैं 13-14 की बात करूं तो उस साल जो एलोकेशन करा गया था वो करा गया था was equivalent to 33,000 crores. And now this clearly said कि 25-26 में जो हाईएस्ट एलोकेशन अभी तक का करा गया है, that is just equivalent to 86,000 crores. It means that the work here is actually increasing, and just believe me, this is not specifically related to 25-26 only, but even in COVID times also, right? Even during the COVID times also, when there was high, firing kind of thing which was going on, this MG Narega was the one which saved the lives of a lot many people, right? तो यहाँ पे जो काम है या फिर ये जो MG Narega है, इसने एक्चुअली में वहाँ पे काम भी करा है ना? रूरल एरियाज में एम्प्लॉयमेंट देने के लिए, लोगों को रोजगार देने के लिए, इट हैज एक्चुअली वर्कड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट एज वेल. इट वाज एक्चुअली वर्किंग इन अ वेरी गुड मैनर. उसके साथ साथ जो गवर्नमेंट है उसने अपग्रेड भी करने की कोशिश करी थी स्किल बेस के ऊपर. द गवर्नमेंट लॉन्च्ड उन्नति प्रोजेक्ट इन 2019. अब उन्नति का मतलब क्या है? इट एंटायरली डील्स विद ग्रोथ ओनली, राइट? ग्रोथ ओनली मतलब अपलिफ्टमेंट. आप स्किल बेस जो है उसको अपग्रेड करना शुरू कीजिए ताकि जो इंडिविजुअल्स हैं उनको they can better deal in the wages as well, right? So this clearly said it enhances the livelihood opportunities of these workers by equipping them with the skills that enable a transition from the partial employment to the full employment as well. It clearly means that this was taken for helping my workers to grow, ताकि वो अनस्किल्ड काम ही ना करें बट स्किलफुल काम भी करें. उनको ये पावर देगा ताकि वो अपने वेज के अंदर, जो भी उनको हम वेजेस देंगे उसके अंदर जो है वो बार्गेन कर सकते हैं, just because on the basis of the skills they are having, right? So it was exactly worth of giving them full employment opportunities as well. That is the reason it was actually taken, right? Along with that, it also said that Unnati targets a skill development of 2 lakh of Nirega workers, and thereby promoting sustainable income generation and economic self reliance as well. The total achievement as far as 2025 is concerned, it was just equivalent to 90,894 candidates, right? Which is again, like, if that was taken in 2019, and if I try to compare it with 2025, the numbers are not that much of good, right? But of course the numbers have been there, right? It is just equivalent to 90,894 candidates, so it's a kind of decent number we are having, right? So these are the highlights of this particular scheme. You can clearly see that Manrega is actually the one which is worth of giving you employment guarantee को यहाँ पे ensure करा गया था. In case if government fails to provide you that, of course compensation will be provided to you people, so that was also ensured, right? Okay, women participation को हमने देखा, मतलब women empowerment की तरफ कहीं ना कहीं ये ध्यान देता है. हमने फोकस करा रूरल डेवलपमेंट के ऊपर भी. रिमेंबर मैंने आपको एक केनाल वाला एग्जांपल दिया था रिसेंटली, सो यस इट इज देयर, राइट? Now this is very inclusive and demand driven scheme also. When I talk about demand driven scheme, so clearly means it is following what? That is bottom to up approach. Okay, that is clearly following bottom to up approach. It is all on the basis of demand of the like the opportunities that has to be created by the economy. Matlab, it is more concerned with the decentralized government and not entirely the centralized government. So this used to be demand driven economy. And like I'm just specifically talking about the Narega here, right? MG Narega here. तो अगर मैं MG नरेगा की बात करूँ तो ये क्या है? डिमांड ड्रिवन जो पॉलिसीज है, जो डिमांड ड्रिवन स्कीम है, उसके नाम से जानी जाती है. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फंड मैनेजमेंट का भी हम ध्यान रख रहे थे, क्योंकि जो फंड मैनेजमेंट है उसके अंदर काफी लूप होल्स भी देखे गए थे, राइट? आई एम नॉट एट ऑल डिनाइंग दिस फैक्ट देयर वर नो लूप होल्स. ऑफ कोर्स इट वाज एक्चुअली फुल ऑफ मेनी ऑफ द लूप होल्स एज वेल, बट गवर्नमेंट वाज एक्चुअली वर्किंग टू like to bridge those loopholes है. So उसके लिए एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फंड मैनेजमेंट का भी ध्यान रखा गया, ताकि जो भी बीच में गैप है उसको बंद करा जा सके, और जो हमारा जो प्रॉपर सिस्टम है, जो प्रॉपर एलोकेशन है, फेयर जो एलोकेशन है, जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है, वो करी जाए. ठीक है. ट्रांसपेरेंसी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी का भी हम ध्यान रख रहे थे. प्रॉपर ऑडिट्स हो गया, लोकल जो कम्युनिटीज हो गया, उनको मॉनिटर करना. वी वर एक्चुअली फोकसिंग ऑन दिस एज वेल, सो दैट मनी प्रॉपरली जो मनी है वो एकदम मीनिंगफुल पर्पज से जो है वो यूज हो. इट शुड नॉट गो एनीवेयर, राइट? सो दैट वाज आल्सो डन हियर. उसके साथ साथ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट का आई हैव गिवन यू डेटा ऑलरेडी दैट इन 2013-14 इट वाज जस्ट इक्विवेलेंट टू 48%. नाउ यू ट्राई टू कंपेयर इट विद 24-25, इट इज गेटिंग इंक्रीज टू, इट हैज बीन इंक्रीज टू 58.15% एज वेल. तो मतलब इट वॉज एक्चुअली वर्किंग, है ना? ये वुमेन को कहीं ना कहीं पार्टिसिपेशन भी इंक्रीज कर रही थी, एम्पावर भी कर रही थी. देयर इज नो डाउट इन दैट. एंड अगेन द PIB इज क्लियरली मेंशनिंग दिस आउट कि इट वॉज एक्चुअली वर्किंग, वॉज गिविंग बेनिफिट्स टू women as well. Along with that, you can clearly see there was a cancellation of fake job cards under Naregas as well. Again telling you कि देखो number of problems were already associated with Narega here, right? I'm not at all denying this fact कि कोई भी problem नहीं थी. हर एक जो चीज़ है बहुत ज़्यादा स्मूथ एलोकेशन के साथ चल रहा था, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं था. बहुत सारी स्टेट्स की एंड बहुत सारे हमने न्यूज़ क्लिपिंग्स ऐसे भी देखे जहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स हैव बीन एसोसिएटेड विद इट. बट येस, गवर्नमेंट वाज आल्सो वर्किंग continuously to give solutions of many of these problems, right? This has happened. So job verification के लिए it's a kind of continuous exercise kind of thing which is under Mahatma Gandhi Naregas conducted by states and UTs using Aadhaar as a tool for the डुप्लीकेशन एज वेल. मतलब हम आधार कार्ड को भी तो यूज कर रहे थे. जब हम आधार कार्ड के लिए हम यहाँ पे जैम ट्रिनिटी की बात करते हैं विच गिव्स अस प्रॉपर लिंकेज, इट मीन्स वी वर यूजिंग इट just reducing what for specifically deduplication as well, right? Many of the job cards may be cancelled or deleted after the proper verification in cases of fake one, right? अगर duplicated entries बनती है, fake entries बनती है, तो we were actually worth of cancelling them out as well. It means we had this system in our hands. उसके साथ साथ जो number of jobs delete करे गए थे इसके अंदर, that was just equivalent to 58,826. It means it was actually working, right? It clearly tells it was actually working. And these are the number of improvements for increasing or for giving more benefits to the people under MG Narega. Of course, these are the many initiatives which has been taken under it. Mission Mitra, Amrit Sarovar is part of it. Social audit हो गया, आधार बेस्ड पेमेंट सिस्टम हो गया, सिक्योर करना सिस्टम को, युक्त धारा पोर्टल है, फिर उसके बाद GIC बेस्ड प्लानिंग है, जलदूत ऐप है, वी आर हैविंग मनरेगा ऐप एज वेल, वी आर हैविंग नेशनल मोबाइल मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम एज वेल, एंड वी आर हैविंग जियो this MG Narega as well, right? So these are the many initiatives which have been taken. क्यों? ताकि हम लोगों को ज़्यादा benefit जो है वो provide कर सके. But now what has happened? Now it has been completely replaced by something which was VBG Ramji. Now these are the measures which have been taken by the central government also to just increase the awareness among people that yes हम हमारे पास ऐसे कुछ initiative है तो आप अगर चाहो तो आप इसके अंदर जो है वो enroll कर सकते हो. All right. Now coming on to the main point, it has been completely replaced now. This is Viksit Bharat Ji Ramji bill, which is also known as Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission. One point which I want to mention here, Ajivika means what? Ajivika clearly means a source of livelihood, है ना? It is actually equivalent to source of employment as well. आजीविका मतलब क्या है कि आप अपना जो जीवन है वो कैसे बिता रहे हो, है ना? तो आप किस किस सोर्स से, मतलब आपका सोर्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्या है, आप कैसे रह रहे हो, लाइवलीहुड कैसा चल रहा है. और रोजगार ऑल्सो मीन्स दैट ओनली रोजगार इज जस्ट इक्वलेंट टू एम्प्लॉयमेंट, है ना? एंड अगर मैं आजीविका की बात करूँ, इट इज ऑल्सो सोर्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट ओनली. व्हाट इज अ सोर्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट? हाउ यू आर लिविंग योर लाइफ. Although it's a kind of broader word, but although it is all same in nature, right? So सबसे पहले तो we've repeated the words that is Rozgar and Ajivika just to make what, that is VBG Ramji bill 2025 is out now, right? Like previously there was a kind of debate which was going on replacing the name, but this is what it is, right? You can clearly see in Lok Sabha it was introduced in December 2016. It was passed in Lok Sabha in 2000, like in 18th only, on 18th only, and it was passed in Rajya Sabha also, and that too on 18th only. मतलब एक दिन में ही it was entirely passed, right? Okay. Now these are the features of it. I told you that MG Narega, like till now जितना भी हमने यहाँ पे जितना भी करा it was actually it has been showcased, it is actually full of benefits still here, right? Okay, so these are the features associated with it. So it clearly sees that the nature of guarantee has been changed now, right? What used to happen that there is a change in guarantee as in guarantee for employment. Before, when MG Narega was there, it actually used to be very universal in nature, but now it has been discretionary provisions will be there. Why? Because now the center says that we will be deciding, like every work will be decided by it will be notified by whom? That is the central government itself. So MG Narega has had universal and statutory right to work for any household in any area, but now it has been changed to areas which are actually going to be notified by the central government only. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से ये जो है ये चेंज हुआ है. उसके साथ साथ जो बेसिस ऑफ वर्क है, अगेन आई टोल्ड यू कि जो MG Narega था, that was demand driven scheme only. Why? Because it was associated with a decentralized government. Okay, it was associated with decentralized government. Demand driven scheme clearly means that you're following what? That is bottom to up approach, right? It's a pyramid. It is actually following bottom to up approach. It was more concentrated. It was more concerned with whom? That is decentralized government. But now it has been changed to work. The work changes from demand driven to supply driven. Now there are provisions of the unemployment allowances for the failure to provide employment as well. Here the government, central government allocates fund to determine the possibility of work. But now I'll tell you in the coming slides what has happened now. Financial burden, सबसे ज़्यादा important चीज़. Now this clearly says that MG Narega actually was highly dependent on the central government to provide funds to the state government, but now it has been clearly changed, right? The allocation has been done as what? That is 60-40 now. ठीक है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो है वो 60% बर्डन कैरी करेगी और जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है 40% जो बर्डन है वो कैरी करेगी. इट वॉज रेंजिंग फ्रॉम 70-30 allocation to 90-10 in specific areas like north eastern India's वगैरह. But now it has been changed to what? That is 60-40 का split, and that too between central government and state government, right? It has been further split. I'll be telling you in the coming slides. Planning process की अगर मैं बात करूँ, so it changes from bottom up democratic participation to autocratic, that is top down model, right? So again telling you, because this clearly says now every work will be defined, will be notified by the central government only. So this has been completely changed. Previously it was more concerned, it was more associated with the decentralized government. Now it is getting completely changed. अब ये क्या है, ऑटोक्रेटिक अप्रोच होगी. जो अप टू बॉटम अप्रोच है वही जो है वो इस्तेमाल करी जाएगी. ठीक है. अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वर्क, नाउ द गवर्नमेंट इज क्लियरली सेइंग दैट वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वर्क 100 डेज से लेके 125 डेज तक. बट दिस इज नॉट समथिंग न्यू इन BBG Gramji initiative. This used to happen, right? जब हमारा MG Narega भी था, of course in many of the exceptional cases more than 100 days of employment also used to be provided. I'll tell you in the coming slides again, right? उसके साथ साथ अगर मैं यहाँ पे blackouts या फिर अगर मैं specifically blackout period की बात करूँ, that is 60 days during the peak season sowing and harvesting season here, right? Now what is the thing that has been done here? देखो, now the government says that we are giving 60 days of pause. 60 days ऑफ पॉज हियर, क्योंकि इस टाइम पे जब सोइंग सीजन होता है, हार्वेस्टिंग सीजन होता है, इस टाइम पे जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट है या फिर जो वर्कर्स है उतने ज़्यादा नहीं मिलते, तो हम यहाँ पे पॉज तभी डाल रहे हैं ताकि जो फार्म लेबर की जो अवेलेबिलिटी है वो कॉन्टिन्यूस रखे, है ना. बट नाउ दिस इज समथिंग विच टेक्स बैक bargaining rights from the labor as well, right? Because previously they were having this right to bargain, in terms of wages here, but now they'll be losing this power as well just because of this blackout period, right? Uske sath sath, now this is just an extension of everything that we have done here. Now, this clearly says that increase in the number of guaranteed days of the employment will be here. Like again, I'll be repeating it double times. ठीक है, पहले मैं आपको थोड़ा सा जो है इसका idea दूंगी, and in the coming slides I'll be talking about it in a more full-fledged manner, right? So there's an increase in the number of guaranteed days. पहले जो है at least, remember this word, at least, okay, at least 100 days है कि minimum 100 days का जो employment है वो provide होना ही चाहिए. Now the bill says that we are increasing guarantee to what, that is 125 days. If a person seeking work is not provided employment within 15 days, the state government must pay them unemployment allowance. The bill retains this provision, right? But now the government needs to, as in we people need to understand this as well, that every work will be notified by the central government, right? And that can vary state to state as well, right? So this is also a problematic situation here. A fund sharing may this all funda lies, right? Now you people need to understand that when I specifically talk about the previous part here, फिर अगर मैं specifically MG नरेगा की भी बात करूँ, तो जो allocation of money था या फिर जो burden था वो ज़्यादा किसके ऊपर था, हमारी जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है वो उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा था. नाउ इट हैज़ बीन कम्प्लीटली चेंज, राइट? नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द एलोकेशन ऑफ मनी हियर, इट हैज़ बीन डिवाइडेड. आई कैन क्लियरली टेल यू दैट सेंटर और जो स्टेट है इसकी रेशो कितना हो गया है, दैट इज 60-40 हियर. दैट इज समथिंग विच यू पीपल नीड टू रिमेंबर. उसके साथ साथ अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक्सेप्शनल केसेस की बात करूँ, जैसे हमारे नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन हो गए, सो 90-10 इज पार्ट ऑफ इट, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग विच हैज़ बीन क्लियरली चेंज. और अगर मैं बात करूँ कि जो हमारे विदाउट लेजिस्लेचर है या फिर जो यूटीज विदाउट लेजिस्लेचर है, सो ऑफ कोर्स 100%, राइट? सो यूटीज विदाउट लेजिस्लेचर, of course 100% of the guarantee of course will be given by the central government itself. But along with that, we people need to understand about the traditional part as well, right? As in when MG Nirega used to be there, so what was the burden kind of thing. Now this is more associated with Viksit Bharat, G Ramji, right? Okay, now I'll be telling about the मनरेगा फंडिंग as well, right? तो अगर मैं MG नरेगा की फंडिंग की बात करूं, ठीक है, I'll be dividing it into two of the parts, so you better understand it, so that you understand it in a very very full-fledged manner here, right? तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे अनस्किल्ड लेबर की बात करूँ ना, अनस्किल्ड लेबर की, तो burden was carried by the central government, that is 100% will be borne by the central government only. फिर उसके साथ अगर मैं मटेरियल कॉस्ट की बात करूँ, it used to have like 75% were actually borne by the central government, and of course 25% was something which was borne by the state government. So this is also part of it. उसके साथ साथ जो हमारी administrative cost होती थी या फिर administrative expenses होते थे, up to 6% of the total cost, right? Again, up to 6% of total cost was supported by whom? That is specifically by the central government only, right? उसके साथ साथ इफ़ इन केस दे फेल, या फिर अगर जो हमारी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स है, जो मतलब अगर जो गवर्नमेंट है वो फेल हो जाती है उनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज प्रोवाइड करने के लिए, दैट टू विद इन व्हाट टाइम पीरियड, दैट इज विद इन 15 days ओनली. ना दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द पेपर एज वेल कि कितना टाइम पीरियड जो है वो दिया जाता है, दैट इज 15 days, राइट? 15 days. If in case they fail to do so, 100% was used to be borne by the state government itself, right? So that is what is part of it, and now you can clearly see it has been completely changed, right? You can clearly see the ratios has been decided in this manner only, that is 60-40 ka ratio, northeastern ka ratio, and UTs, that is without legislature as well. So it used to be there as an MG नरेगा के टाइम पे ये जो है ये सारा चीज़ें या फिर ये सारा एलोकेशन है वो करा जाता था. Now it has been completely changed. So you can go through each and every part associated with it. This is not something which I have made here, this is specifically associated with it as well. 3/4 जो है वो cost material के साथ था, था, share of administrative cost was also part of it, फिर उसके बाद 1/4 of the material cost and administrative expense and everything associated with it, right? So you can clearly go through this particular one. Along with that, state government to bear the expenditure in excess of the normative allocation here, जितना वो allocation कर देंगे, ठीक है, उसके साथ साथ what used to happen, अगर उससे ज़्यादा चाहिए होता था तो of course central government used to come like ahead and of course used to allocate money, but now whatever extra expenditure will be there, it is actually going to be borne by whom? That is state government, ठीक है. तो normative जो allocation कर दिया वो कर दिया, उससे ज़्यादा जो allocation होता है उसका जो burden है that has to be borne by whom? That is state government only, right? Pause on the works during the agriculture season. All the government see that it is actually going to bring availability of the जो हमारे agriculture laborers है उनकी bringing देगा, but कहीं ना कहीं this is also the truth that it is going to snatch away the bargaining deals from the laborers here. So this is also truth. This is what 60 days of period, that is blackout period here, right? All right, now this is about the planning framework here. Now this clearly said under Narega, Gram Panchayat are responsible for identifying projects, because I told you it is following what? That is bottom to up approach. Now who's the one who's going to notify it? That is the central government, okay? So the bill retains this and requires them to prepare a plan for works. These works will focus on four thematic domains: water security, rural infrastructure, livelihood related infrastructure, mitigation of extreme weather events as well. Now these plans will be integrated with PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan and also integrated at the national level also. So this is what which is actually acting as a most important part here. And this is about the implementation as well as monitoring also. Now, MG Narega establishes council at the central level and the state level to undertake implementation and monitoring. Now, the bill retains these provisions here. It constitutes national level steering committee, which will provide high level of oversight and recommend normative allocations also. It constitutes of steering committee for each state. Key functions are overseeing convergence with other programs, aggregation of the district plans, and coordinating with the national committee as well. Now, I'll be talking, this is about the technology as well, right? So what kind of technology we are going to use? Biometric authentication for transactions, so that complete monitoring and check can be taken place. Geospatial technology, mobile application based dashboards for real time tracking, and weekly public disclose systems as well, right? Now this is again, I'm repeating something here in this particular part. I'll be talking in detailed manner with you people. One thing that we discussed, number of guaranteed wage employment days, but here is a full-fledged explanation about it. You can clearly see section 3(1) of MG Narega provides what? That is not less than 100 days, matlab at least. Now that is the reason I told you just focus on this word, that is at least, matlab isse kam to nahi hona chahiye, hai na? That is per rural household in the financial year, but it has become the de facto upper limit as Narega software does not allow data entry for employment which is exceeding 100 days per household in a year unless specifically requested by the state UT. The government, however, allows additional of 50 days of wage employment that is beyond the stipulated time, which is 100 days here, right? Along with that, this used to happen in that time period as well. Now the government says we are extending it towards 125, but this used to happen before as well. For instance, that every scheduled households, tribal households specifically in the forest, is entitled to get 150 days of work under Narega's here, and that is provided that such families have no other private property except for the land rights granted under the Forest Rights Act 2016. So that is what is the truth here that has been there in the Narega as well. Now besides, the government under section 3(4) of the Manrega can also provide an additional 50 days of the unskilled manual labor in a year as well, that is over and above of the 100 days also, and that too in the rural areas where drought or natural calamity as per the Ministry of Home Affairs has been notified here. So that is what was part of MG Narega. That is the reason I told you at least है, ठीक है, at least 100 days है, but हमारे जो few exceptional cases है उसके अंदर ज़्यादा भी जो है वो provide करी गई है, ठीक है. That is something which you people need to remember. और जो central share burden है, I have already told you, now it has been increased. Most of the burden is actually going to be there on the state government's shoulder. Okay, all right. Now this is about the normative allocation here. So as per section 4(5) of the VBG Gramji bill, the central government shall determine the state-wise normative allocation for each financial year that is based on the objective parameters as prescribed by the central government only, right? So अब यहाँ पे parameters भी set करे जाएंगे. जैसे ही they will be able to achieve those parameters, they will be able to meet those parameters, then only normative allocation will be done here. So that is also the truth, right? So this parameter kind of thing is also added here. and that too parameters will also be decided by the central government only. So it's a complete cancellation of bottom to approach, bottom to up approach. Now it has been turned out into what, that is up to bottom approach. Any expenditure which is going to be incurred by the state in excess of allocation, normative allocation, the burden will also be on the central government only in such a manner, and by such procedure as may be prescribed by the central government, states section 4(6) of the bill. And the bill decides, the bill says what is normative allocation here. The allocation of the fund which was made by the central government to the state government. So in excess of that, अब यहाँ पे जो fund allocation है वो क्या होगा, thresholds के ऊपर decide होगा, parameters के ऊपर decide होगा, ठीक है. So this is what is entirely part of it. So the normative allocation differs from the existing provision in the labor budget under NREGA as well. As per NREGA, what used to happen before the beginning of each financial year, na, like on or maybe before January 31st only, all states used to present their annual work plan and labor budget to the Union Ministry of the Rural Development. The labor budget is prepared, and that is based on the anticipated demand for the skilled, unskilled manual labor, right? So that was all on the basis of it. But now what is happening? If thresholds decide करे जाएंगे, normative allocation के ऊपर अगर आपको कोई खर्चा होता है तो वो आप भरिए, ठीक है. Central government is not at all going to take the responsibility of that. Pause in the employment guarantee during the agriculture season is also part of it. This clearly says that they are going to pause employment guarantee during the peak season, that is agricultural season. Now this was a season where they had right to bargain as well. This is completely going to take away their power, that is the bargaining power, right? Now, the provision is aimed at facilitating the adequate agricultural labor availability during the peak agricultural seasons. Notwithstanding, anything which is contained in this act or rules made thereunder and to facilitate adequate availability of the agricultural labor during the peak seasons, no work shall be commenced or executed under this act. Now this is as per this states subsection 2, the states section 6(1) of the VBG Gramji bill only, right? According to the bill, the state government will notify in advance a period of aggregating to 60 days in the financial year, covering peak agriculture season of sowing as well as harvesting also, which works under this particular act, right? Now, of course, the state government may issue distinct notifications for the different areas of the states as well, which includes districts, blocks, gram panchayats, and that too based on the agro-climatic zones, local patterns of the agriculture activities, and other relevant factors as well, right? So this is the kind of binding effect for the purpose of this particular act here, right? This is related to the pause. Along with that, now these are the Viksit Gram Panchayat plans as well. It is actually the Viksit, when I talk about the provisions of the bill, this clearly say that all works under the new scheme shall be originated from what? That is Viksit Gram Panchayat plans only, which is consolidated at block level, district level, state levels, and further aggregated into what? That is Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure stack here, which consists of various of the priorities, and we are having 4 focus domains as well: water security, core rural infrastructure, livelihood related infrastructure, and works for the mitigation of the stream weather events as well, right? So that is what is the reality of VBG Gramji bill. I hope you got a full clarity about it. I hope you understand what has been changed. And this is just not important as in, like I'm clearly telling you कि हमारे examination perspective के लिए तो बहुत ज़्यादा important है, but equally in general भी बहुत ज़्यादा important है to know that what has been changed and what has happened recently, right? So this is everything associated with it. I want your views in the comment section. What do you think? Is it a kind of good bill? Is it a kind of better bill which has been introduced by the central government? Is it specifically for the welfare of the people? Is it specifically going to give better welfare to the people? Or is it a better bill as compared to MG Narega? Of course, this is all on the basis of implementation only. जैसे implement होगा वैसे ही पता लगेगा. But I want your views in the comment section as well. I'll be happy to read them, right? Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.